Oh, look at that. Wow, what's up? Look at that. Wow, what's up? Look at that. Nice. Well, this is me on YouTube again. Just doing this just because, it's a lot of shit going on. So let's check it out. Blood in my eyes, homie, I can't see. I'm just trying to be who I look. I'm streaming. What's up here? Look, as soon as I went live, there's nothing that was happening recently going on, which I think is crazy. I just think it's crazy because all of the politics shit that's going on, stressing me out. Shit in my personal life, stressing me out. I'm like, okay, fuck it. Let's figure out, let's just react to some of this stuff. Because it's absolutely insane, half of the shit that's going on. I think right now, let's look. Breaking news. The Secret Service director, female Secret Service director, is stepping down after saying that she was like saying that, hey, she could definitely hold this down. There's no reason she can't hold that position down. Let's see what she said. Secret Service Director Kimberly resigns. Resigns after the assassination of Trump. I want to see, because people said that she was hard at giving direct answers, and I'm like, you're damn right. This whole thing was like fucking set up. Everything that was happening was set up. And it's so sad because a lot of my friends and a lot of my family, like, think about it. I'm 28 years old, first president that I can remember. Like, I can remember George Bush. Come on. I can remember him. But I couldn't understand what a president was at that time. Then we had Obama. Obama was the first president. I'm like, yeah, he's a black president. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Black president, grew up around, when I was in elementary school. This shit happened when I was in elementary school. You know what I'm saying? I went to the military when Trump became president. I remember being so fucking scared, dude. I was like, dude, I'm definitely going to war. I'm definitely going to die in the military. I was like, it's worth it. I'm not doing anything with my life right now. And I had already sworn in, so it was like no turning back. But ended up having a great time in the military. I'm not even faking. And then left the military. Trump stood down. Something happened with that election. I wasn't even paying attention at the time. I think it happened around COVID, didn't it? I was definitely not paying attention. I was already technically out of the military. Not really, but technically. And it just wasn't really like focusing like that, I guess. And Biden became president. And it's been fucking wicked ever since, bro. Like, right now is like, this is the height of everything that I've seen happen Yeah, I got a phobia of bugs. It was one flying straight towards my face, so that's why I jumped up. I'm not tripping, okay? Maybe I am, but uh, anyway, what was I saying? It's been wicked ever since, man. It's been absolutely crazy. You know, since Biden been president, trans movement, you know, the gender pronouns and sexualities, and somebody made a good point and said that it's probably best not to single yourself out before the new world order. It's probably best, and people are doing a great job at singling themselves out. I'm not even faking, man. I think the new world order, well, since the everything I've noticed, everything in law has to do with commerce, with all these tickets that I've been getting since I've been out of the military, since I've been driving. All these tickets, it's just commerce. It's no real person hurt. They're just trying to make some money. If you don't know how to do business and make money, you're the biggest single out. You know what I'm saying? All these employed, like, if you're employed, you're definitely singled out as a slave because you obviously don't know how to do business. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to not understand business. Like, it's okay to be employed, but their plans is going to negatively affect the employer. That's why it's hurting the employee right now. That's why our money's not stretching as far. We live in paycheck to paycheck. All of this stupid shit that's going on. And I just wanted to look, because I watch a lot of YouTube. I just wanted to watch YouTube and see how I would fare reacting to this shit. I know a lot of people probably don't want to hear me talk. So what? So what? So what, bruh? So what? I don't care. I don't. I'm going to talk. I have to. I need to. I don't have anybody to talk to. So, anyway, hopefully this stream is looking good right now. Yeah, I bet it's looking good. But yeah, I was reading the Tim Turner seminar. I found these Tim Turner docs. I had downloaded 3 gigabytes worth of documents in my laptop and came across these right here. This stuff is good, man. I'm telling you, this is some good shit. I can't wait to put this into practice. They have a power of attorney in here. It's just great. No clear vision on what I plan on doing right now. Can't wait to read all of this and understand it. Got a lot of forms in here, mailing record procedures, all of that shit. Now what I do is I usually read all of this and let's say, what's up, Aunt? You alright? Let's see. Like this right here, Title 12, USC Section 3. That's something I would look up like this. Personally, I would just copy, go to Google or YouTube. Oh yeah, I looked up the registered sex offenders in the area, bruh. Hey, it's weird, but I got a reason for it, alright? Let's just look this up. Interbank liabilities. It's probably a short one. It's not too. See, it's defining exposure. Okay, so let's look at the document again. Title 12, Chapter 2. Authorized procedure. If you don't understand this procedure, please research the United States Code. for clarity or seek legal counsel. You should understand that in Title USC Section 371B-2C, the code defines exposure to include all extensions of credit regardless of the name and description. This procedure is intended for all the people of the United States of America. Non-accreditation would result in a serious error or injury against the Internal Revenue Service, which means that they basically messing up the books if they don't accept this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta now I read this out because this is not the current Secretary of the Treasury right now, so it's something I would have to change. I hope I didn't put my social security number on here because I did change some of these recently. So I'm not going to go through this that much, but I'm going to explain what I've been looking at. So basically I would look up a document like this and check for exposures, or check these codes that are listed in these documents and see if I can, back it up. So it says here, for purposes of subsection B, an insured depository institution exposure to another depository institution means all extension of credit to the other depository institution, regardless of their name and description, including all deposits in depository institution, all purchases, securities, and other assets for other depository institutions subject to an arrangement to repurchase, and all guarantees and acceptances or letters of credit, including endorsements or standby letters of credit on behalf of the other depository institution. Let's keep reading. All purchases or investments in securities by the other depository institution, all securities issued by the other depository institution accepted in collateral for the extension of credit to any person, and all similar transactions that the board, what is the board? National banks, member banks, board, districts, and reserve banks shall have meetings, the meeting of the board, to be exposure for this section. So, this document claims that in this section, to include all extensions of credit, regardless of the name and description, this procedure is intended. It explains that this procedure is intended for all the people in the United States of America. Non-accreditation will result in serious injury. Now, I totally understand that from my point, because I've done a lot more research than just look at these documents. So here it says, as you are well aware, lawful money no longer exists in our economic system. Now, what this is referring to is, I don't think I have it up here right now. Can I look at it? It's not available. Print form of documents will be available at the Federal Depository Library. This document right here, which I don't believe is the full document, but it could be. Bureau of Internal Revenue. Bureau of Narcotics, United States Secret Service. Bureau of Mint, Coast Guard. Let's look at the one from, I think it was definitely 1933. I think it was like June 5th or something like that. Damn, getting ate up by these mosquitoes. Yeah, this is the one I read. June 3rd. All right, check this out. Whereas the existing emergency has disclosed, I'm starting right here. Whereas the existing emergency has disclosed that provisions of obligations would purport to give the obligee the right to require payment in gold or a particular kind of coin or currency in the United States or in any amount of an amount in money of United States measured thereby instruct the power of Congress to regulate the value of money of the United States are inconsistent with the declared policy of the Congress to maintain at all times the equal power of the dollar. What I think they're trying to explain here, in my own words, is they're trying to keep the power of the dollar, even though this resolution, like we can't use gold anymore. So they're trying to make sure that they regulate it with the Federal Reserve notes. Let's see if they bring up Federal Reserve notes. Congress will maintain at all times equal power of the dollar, equivalent issued by the United States in all markets and payments of the debt. Now, therefore, be it resolved that every provision contained in or made with respect to any obligation purports to give the obligee the right to require payment in gold or a particular kind of coin or currency or in the amount of money of the United States, and an amount in money of the United States is measured thereby is declared to be against public policy. So they can't make you pay in a certain kind of currency. What I noticed is, I'm gonna give you a what do you call it? Like an example. So when you get a phone bill, let's say your phone bill is $100. Usually what you would do, you would go and pay, you would give them $100 and your bill would, zero out. You know what I'm saying? So one of the guys that I was studying with that put me onto this information made a simple observation. It was like, hey, okay, 1 + 1 = 2. When you get your phone bill, it's a $100 phone bill. Is it a negative 100 or is it a positive 100? Most likely it's a positive 100. If you don't see a negative sign in front of that dollar, in front of that 100, it is a positive number nonetheless. So they send you this bill, and just so we can stay in the loop, bill definition law. Let's just look it up. Proposal for a new law. No, not that one. Bill is a formal. They give you a bill. This is what a bill is according to law. A bill is a formal or public writing or declaration of one's claim against another. A bill may be an equitable pleading of a claim in a court of equity. At early common law, a bill in equity was analogous to a declaration of law. In law, a bill may also be a statement indicating that one owes a certain sum of money to another, such as an invoice of itemized list of charges. Okay, let's stick with this one. Let's stick with the second one. A bill may also be a statement indicating that one owns a certain sum of money to another. Okay. We obviously, the reason why we give them $100 is because we believe that we owe them money. We believe that we owe them money. This is going to send me down a huge rabbit hole to be able to explain this myself and have information to back it up. But we believe that we owe them money, right? So we give them $100. That $100 bill plus our $100 should come together and make two, right? Instead, the bill zeroes out. It zeroes out. So it says your amount due is zero after you give them $100. They don't add 1 plus 1. They just take your $100, apply it to the bill, it zeroes out. Now, common math says that it doesn't work that way. So there might be, it's only right to presume that there's some kind of sleight of hand going on if you don't actually understand how your bill is zeroing out. And you're like, wait, math says it would be 200, so why isn't it? Well, there must be a sleight of hand going on. What I truly believe is the people that send you bills every month drew from your credit, which you obtained most likely through your social security number when you signed up for whatever you have a bill for, whether it's a lease, a car payment, a phone bill, a house note, anything. You get a bill for anything that it's actually a form of currency. It's actually a form of currency. That's what I truly believe. And we just been going about it wrong. We haven't been handling business. We've been basically managing business. We're like a CEO that stepped down to the manager position and didn't realize that he's still a CEO. So, what was I at? That's what the document is basically explaining right here. Non-accreditation would be a serious injury to the Internal Revenue Service, because this money that we get, this money that we're handling, it could either be handled by them or it could be handled by us. I wish I had people asking questions. If people could ask questions, then I would be more inclined to answer. More than inclined to answer. I'm live right now. Nobody's viewing. It's alright. But I truly believe that we've been paying our shit wrong. Out of everything that I read, I can't pull up on the spot. I'm still a newbie. But a lot of this stuff has came to my attention lately. And I found these documents. IRS Form 56 was a notice of a fiduciary relationship, I believe. So we could look that up. Notice concerning fiduciary relationship. So if you look at the form, you'll fill this out. It's basically just sending it to the IRS saying that you're a fiduciary to whatever bank or account. Basically, you're killing your snowman. That's why I said decedents. Your straw man, your social security number dies. Nonetheless, like Jesus dying and coming back to life in 3 days. It's the same story that's in the Bible. You can do in real life, which is crazy. But decedent's social security number, you will put your social security number in here, name yourself right here, give your address and everything, identifying number, person in the city, time. I think you would describe something in this area. Is the Form 56 in here? Yeah, it is. Let's just keep going. Look at the Form 56. So this is how they fill it out. Social Security number with dashes. Appointment of fiduciary to debtor, fiduciary, debtor, and creditor. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna make sure I understand what it means before I fill everything out. Let's look up what the word fiduciary means. I'm finna go back inside. Let me kill my webcam for a second. What is a fiduciary? Fiduciary is derived from the Latin word trust. It's a person owning a fiduciary duty when someone has fiduciary duty to someone else. The person with the duty must act in a way that will benefit someone else financially. So basically you trying to make your straw man benefit financially. Even if it zeroes out the count, that's a benefit financially, in my opinion. Let's look at what a fiduciary duty is. When someone has a fiduciary duty to someone else, they must act in a way to benefit someone else financially. The person who has fiduciary is called the fiduciary. And the person to whom the duty is owed is called the principal or the beneficiary. So the principal would be the name on all your phone bill account. Let's go back to the phone bill example. The principal would be whatever name is on there. A lot of times you think it's your name. It looks like your name, but it's not your name. It's the name that's attached to your Social Security card. Now your name when you speak it looks exactly like the name on your Social Security card. You know what I'm saying? It sounds the same when you say it, looks the same, but I'm 99.9% sure that it's not really you. It's an entity, it's a person. And let's look it up. Person in law has its own definition. Person. Look it up. What's a legal person? A legal person is a human or non-human or a non-human legal entity. That means it could be a person, like a real human person, or a non-human legal entity that is treated as a person for legal purposes. So it can be real or it cannot be real. It can't be both, okay? It can't be you and the name on the paper at the same time. It has to be one or the other, which is why sometimes you can go to jail for things that you do because they're treating the name on the paper as if it's you. If you don't understand the difference between that, the or right here just fucking splits everything in half. You got to understand the or splits it in half. It cannot be both. A legal person is capable of engaging in usual legal business that a real person can participate in, such as suing, being sued, owing property, and entering into contracts. That's great to know. So, what I was getting at is your Social Security number is a person. It's a legal entity that can be sued, that can own property. So that's why they can take your car from you, is because they don't believe that at that point they're believing that you, the real person, ain't even the person on the paper. Ain't even the name on the thing. Whether you have identification or not, they can assume this. They can assume this. Presumptions. You know. A presumption is an idea that is taken to be true and is often used as a basis for other ideas, although it is not known for certain. It's presumptions, okay? Dear Lord. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm trying to learn how to do all of this stuff. There's a lot of documents in here. So many good documents. Oh my gosh, I read all of this. I actually have a UCC one right now, but I was afraid to handle it in my own way because I just want to make sure I do it the right way. And a lot of times, people will try to lead you down the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that, I understand why they would want to lead me down the wrong way, because they benefit from us doing things wrong in the first place. So why would they lead us down the right way? You got to know exactly what you want to do when you're doing any of these. You got to know exactly what's going on, exactly how to handle it. You got to know exactly what you want to get out of it. So that's what I've been trying to learn lately. I really want to show my son that I've been doing things. I haven't really been doing things. I've just been learning. I don't have anything to show. I don't have any proof. A lot of people would be like, well, prove to me that this works. Well, I don't have any. And a lot of times you probably won't get any because they're hiding it so well that why would they have any proof out there that this information is true? All you have to do is read, make up your mind for yourself. It helps to have a mentor, but each and every one of us is going through this stuff right now, so it's like you got to figure it out for yourself. I wish that I could help people. I do wish that I could help everybody, that everybody could come together and do this shit. But, anyway, the Secret Service director stepped down. That's kind of crazy. That's all they talking about. Joe Biden just fucking tweeted his stand down. He tweeted it. I'm about to tweet that I'm going to quit my job, actually. I'm going to tweet. I'm going to post a tweet. Oh, yeah, here. I'm going to put my 2-week notice as an image signed at the bottom on Twitter. What? Y'all are kidding me, though. And then this shit, I go on Twitter, Chris from Mr. Beast, doing some crazy shit. He got to apologize. Setting people out. I think he tried to call out Jeanette McCurdy. She's fine as fuck. Talking about she leaked some videos and stuff. I'm like, prove it. Prove that she leaked the video. I want to see it. 15 hours. Let's reload this. Let's see what's on Twitter. The top of Twitter. I usually don't be on here. Mark Zuckerberg stole Facebook from them. They sued for $65 million. Now they're crypto billionaires. 6 lessons from the wild story of the wicked Voss twins. Whatever. 6-second body cam footage of 36-year-old. What? He just shoot him?
2 shots fired. Shots fired! You better fucking not. I swear to God, I'll fucking shoot you in your fucking face. Okay, I'm sorry. Drop the fucking pot! Drop the fucking pot!
boiling hot water. Well, you got a gun. Y'all gotta realize you got a gun. She don't. She just got boiling hot water. Anyways, oh, this dude. This was a funny video.
Chris! Hey! Oh, should we move? Yeah, we're sending a rocket call. Oh, okay. 3, 2, 1. One of those neighbors.
Wow, that's amazing. There's some shit that I want to see, man. Man, look, more of this. Finally speaks out. Oh, he was talking to a minor? Look at him. All right, look. Here's what I think about this transgender movement, man. The Bible says that it's a huge sin to be fooling people and to be tricking people. Okay? Now, if you're a born man, if you're a man and you look like this, if you're a man and you look like this, you look like a girl, okay? Everything about you just screams girl. You know, you can't tell unless you know. If you look like this, you're tricking, okay? And that's wrong, okay? And I understand that people believe that everybody should have a voice. And I don't, okay, look, if you want to do that, that's fine. If you want to do it, it's fine. It has nothing to do with me. And it doesn't really bother me, you know? But the fact that it's plastered everywhere and people don't understand the principle behind their own actions, lying, you're straight up lying. You're just calling the next person stupid. You're just calling them an idiot. It's foolery. We're all made in God's image. Even the transgenders, okay? The transgenders, the ones that's tricking you, is made in God's image too, just like you are. We all are living in these meat sacks with a mind to perceive this entire world, and it's transmitted back to the fucking Most High, the God, the all-seeing, all-knowing God, okay? It says it in the Bible. All right? It explains it well. I'm not saying that the events in the Bible actually happened. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying there's a principle behind things, okay? Why would you want to trick your fellow man? We should all be here in abundance, growing together. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the way the Thailand transgenders be doing it, because they'll tell you straight up, I'm a lady boy. They will tell you straight up. There's no tricking involved, okay? There's no hazing involved. They literally told you up front, I'm a lady, I'm a boy that is a lady. These guys, I've seen videos of trannies in America letting dudes dance on them, and then the dude turned them around and realized this ain't no fucking chick. That's trickery. That creates mental and emotional issues in people, okay? I don't think that's okay. I'm an honest person. I'm a not lying person. I don't trick people. I'm not good at magic. None of that shit. I probably need to be, especially if I'm getting into this stuff, especially going forward in my life. I need to learn how to lie. I need to learn how to do all of that shit. You know, I'm not saying I need to learn how to look like a girl and dress up like a girl and get niggas to dance on me and whatever the fuck weird shit. You know, I'm sorry I said it was weird, but it is to me. I have an opinion. If you can be called he, her, and be a girl, he, him, and be a girl, you can be called she, her, and be a guy, then I'm allowed to say that what you're doing is weird. Plain and simple, okay? Like, how you gonna get mad at me? I'm not mad at you. But, you shouldn't be tricking people like this. And you also shouldn't be grooming little kids. A lot of people agree with that. But there's some shit in the Bible. You know, Biden's getting away with a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. But what they trying to say? Look carefully, and what do you notice about the crowd for the Harris in Wisconsin? Let's see. They're very happy. Let's see what people are saying about it. Let's just see what people are saying about it. I don't know how to use this just yet. They look like teachers. Not very diverse. I seen one black guy in there. Come on. They're all there because they're paid. All women, all white. That's a honky convention. Now, one American flag. That's kind of funny. Yo, where's the American flag? Forget the United States. We Democrats. Whoa. Not one American flag. That's crazy. What? I can barely see it. Not he looking for that one American flag. Yo, that's... Why keep doing this? Got it. Alright, don't ask me again. I'm not ready to pay. That's the guy I seen too. Everybody else, I seen a red hair fool. Another thing is black. Like I don't feel like we should call ourselves black or white. We should call ourselves American. There's no black or white. I mean, they kind of describe each other as dark skin or light skin in other countries. Like, I know in the Philippines they call a darker skinned woman a moreno or something like that. Moreno. It just basically means they're dark skinned. They don't call them niggas. They don't call them black. They just call them moreno. Like moreno is more like a maroon. It's more like saying someone's dark red versus saying that they're black. And that, you know, me personally, American would look at me and say, yeah, he's a black guy. But if I was born in another country, they would say I'm dark red. They would say I'm brown. They would say, you know, shit like that. They wouldn't say black. I don't even think Mexicans say negro. They don't call people negros. I don't think so. Maybe they do. Because they're closer to white people than you think. But, I mean, not white people, but like European. British, shit like that. He about to eat it, ain't he? Yep. Good for you. ASAP Rocky. Some cheese. Man, I really... Like, as much as I want to read these documents right now, as much as I want to let's look at something cool. A lot of times, if you look up a statute or a United States Code statute, you can find its equivalent in your state's codes. See if I can get that on video. Oh, okay, look, yeah, it's blacked out, which is good. But I want to show you. Look, this one right here. In accordance with UCC 3-419. Let's just look it up. Check this out. Instruments signed for accommodation. Let's do that. Let's copy that. Let's type in. I'm from Missouri, so the revised statutes of Missouri. We're gonna do this. Instrument signed for accommodation. Totally different if you check it out. 400.3-419 and UCC. If an instrument is issued for value for benefit of a party to the instrument accommodated party, blah blah blah. Let's go here. If an instrument is issued for the value of the benefit of the accommodated party, blah blah blah, it's the exact same thing. It's just in a different area. It's under trade and commerce. That's cool. I need to look in the trade and commerce section of our because I haven't been able to find it until now. Like Georgia has something called debtor and creditor, debtor and creditor, and this is the equivalent in the Missouri revised statutes, apparently trade and commerce. So there might be slight differences in the verbiage and everything used in here, but it's a lot spread out, but it looks about the same. E looks different, huh? Verbiage is slightly different. That's all it is. But that just shows you that these statutes are derived from each other. Each state has their own set of codes, like Texas has their own Texas public law or whatever the fuck. Georgia has their own code. Florida has their own code. Missouri obviously has their own code. Stuff to understand when you're looking this stuff up. And it's how you'll be able to, I would be able to exchange this for the exact same statute in Missouri. Let's look at what a chargeback is. because I know people are probably looking at that if they are watching this. Let's just look up chargeback law definition. Reversal of funds that the customer has to, no. Here it is. Must say chargeback. A definition: charge. Chargeable, charge account, chargeback. A bank's deducting of sums it had provisionally credited to a customer's account, occurring usually when a check deposited in the account has been dishonored. So this is a chargeback order. Enclosed documents from the undersigned commercial agreements, which are recorded in the public record on any presentments to the Department of the Treasury or Internal Revenue Service, with the receipts and other evidence that has been accepted for value, are all related endorsements front and back, to include those in accordance with instrument signs for accommodation. I'm weak. That is so funny. Please charge back the undersigned's account number, full social with no dashes. That's if I successfully close my account for the same value, including interest, penalties, and fees, up to this amount. As you know, the public debt obligation of the United States. So, what they're referencing here, all debts or obligations in the United States payment of obligations and interest on the public debt. So basically, these like the phone bill example, when you use your social security number, you inquire a debt. A debt is not exactly like you gotta pay them back. A debt is this right here. It's pledged to pay with the full faith of the United States government. That's what a debt is. I'm talking about the public debt. And what is the public debt? It's this right here. What is this? We need you to keep buying bonds to fund our debt money pyramid scheme. What? What is this? Debt-free currency? This is goofy. Alright, so this is counting up the public debt, as far as I know. We can go back in time. It's 2024. Let's see what it looked like in 2020. It's 28 billion. What's it gonna look like in the future? 46. Is that really that bad? Looks bad. Wait, which 2028? So in 4 years, they got the debt clock already 4 years in advance. What is this? This is the first time I've seen this on this page. Debt money. It's a contract. It's an obligation. So when you pay a bill, you're actually taking away from this public debt. When you discharge a bill, which a lot of people don't really know about, is you're really taking good care of the public debt by getting rid of these numbers that they have inquired. Yeah. So that's what this shit is. You know? Yeah, I know. I really don't feel like reading right now, but it's probably in my best interest to read. And I don't feel like talking either, to be honest. Look, they're missing some right here. It's a whole piece, whole chunk taken out. So, where is this? What happened to it? Appointment of a secretary as trustee. I want to go to a law library and see if I can find this. Because this looked like it was hidden. Can I find it in RSMO? This is why I gotta go into the library for sure. After work, hell yeah. And I don't think I'm gonna do the face cam no more. I don't think I'm gonna talk no more. I think I'm just going to do screen only whenever I record online. And I'll try to remember not to put any public information or, basically private information on here. Yo, this is wild.
Notwithstanding any other provision of law, in any proceeding in a bankruptcy, equity, or admiralty court of the United States in which a receiver or trustee may be appointed for any corporation engaged in the operation of one or more vessels of United States registry between the United States and any foreign country, upon which the United States holds mortgages, the court, upon finding that it will inure to the advantage of the estate and the parties in interest, and that it will tend to further the purposes of this chapter, may constitute and appoint the Secretary of Transportation as sole trustee or receiver, subject to the directions and orders of the court, and in any such proceeding the appointment of any person, other than the Secretary as trustee or receiver shall become effective, upon the ratification thereof by the Secretary without a hearing, unless the Secretary shall deem a hearing necessary. In no such proceeding shall the Secretary be constituted as trustee or receiver without the Secretary's express consent. If the court, in any such proceeding, is unwilling to permit the trustee or receiver to operate such vessels in such service pending the termination of such proceeding, without financial aid from the government, and the Secretary certifies to the court that the continued operation of such vessel is, in the opinion of the Secretary, essential to the foreign commerce of the United States, and is reasonably calculated to carry out the purposes and policy of this chapter, the court may permit the Secretary to operate the vessel subject to the orders of the court and upon terms decreed by the court sufficient to protect all the parties in interest, for the account of the trustee or receiver, directly or through a managing agent or operator employed by the Secretary, if the Secretary undertakes to pay all operating losses resulting from such operation, and comply with the terms imposed by the court, and such vessel shall be considered to be a vessel of the United States within the meaning of the Suits and Admiralty Act, 46 App. USC 741 at the following. The Secretary shall have no claim against the corporation, its estate, or its assets for the amount of such payments, but the Secretary may pay such sums for depreciation as it deems reasonable, and such other sums as the court may deem just, the payment of such sums, and compliance with other terms duly imposed by the court, together with the payment of the operating losses, shall be in satisfaction of all claims against the Secretary on account of the operation of such vessels.
That was long-winded. Let's do this. That's what I do. Okay, so what is this? maybe this keeps you out of court. What is this? Registered mail number. See now. That's where they talk about HCR 192, where you can discharge public debt. We. Man, it's like sometimes it's draining to read all of this stuff, man. I'm glad I don't have anybody to please, any person to distract me, July 29th. It's draining, bruh. No, just playing. Bruh. Man, they giving tickets left and right. It's so aggravating to see everybody that I know going through this shit. I had a really good tarot card. I'm gonna turn this video off real soon, but I do want to talk about my tarot cards right quick. So let's look at it. So I had a really good draw that came out recently. It was these, I believe it was the Emperor reversed. It was 3 of Pentacles and 8 of Swords. And let's go here. I believe it's right here. So, can you see? Can you see? Boom. Let's do it like this. Alright, so right here it says the Emperor. When reversed, the Emperor signifies a disruption in structure. A disruption in structure, authority, or stability, and it may suggest that issues with control or authority, either being too controlling or feeling oppressed by external control. And I thought to myself, that's this card right here. I thought to myself, maybe they got it all wrong. Said interpretation, you may be feeling a lack of direction and authority in your life. It may indicate challenges with figures of authority or difficulty asserting your own power. This card urges you to reevaluate how you control your personal power and control. I was like, okay, they're onto something. You know, a lot of these are general, like that. It's just a lot of words and symbolism. So I believe that it's important to allow symbolism just to understand this world that we're going through. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, 8 of Swords, or 3 of Pentacles, let's do that. This card is about collaboration, teamwork, and building something substantial through combined efforts. It signifies skill work with the benefits of working well with others. So I should work well with other people. Is what it's saying. It suggests that collaboration and teamwork is essential at this time. 8 of Swords is the one that really touched me. This card right here, it says that 8 of Swords represents feeling trapped, restricted, or limited by circumstances or self-imposed barriers. Often signifies mental blocks and a sense of helplessness. And yeah, I can relate really good with this spread in general. The overall interpretation of this spread, it says that I might be struggling with issues of control and authority. Despite these challenges, focusing on teamwork and collaboration can help you build something that to overcome. However, be mindful of your mental state and ways in which you might be limiting yourself. The path forward involves recognizing your power to change your circumstances and relying on the support of those around you. My issue is I don't have any support from the people around me. I'm out here on my own, man. I haven't had somebody support me in a minute. I mean, my homie Sim just came over. He smoked me out. He bought me Emo's Pizza. And I really want to be on that man's side. You know what I'm saying? And I can feel that he wants me to be on his side too, because everybody going through this, right? Everybody. is going through the same shit. We all think, oh, it's just happening to us. It's just happening to me. No, it's not. It's not just you. It's everybody, buddy. Everybody. Even the rich people, the people that's happy on their Facebook, happy as shit. Same shit is happening to them. The same shit. You think it's just you. It's not just you, buddy. It's not. It's everybody. So it's important to be kind regardless. It's important to not trick people. It's important to really... Oh, look, it's my ex-wife calling. Let's see. Hello?
I have angina. I got arthritis.
What?
I